You see that star plushie keychain right there in the middle? I found a 20-pack of those on AliExpress for $1.93. You're supposed to be running a business here. Maybe like try and, I don't know, get things right? So you're paying $30 for this Lucky Scoop. I've done the maths. These products are worth $10. Here's a question for you. What do you get if you mix together content creation, small online businesses, overconsumption, and the thrill of gambling? That's right, my friends. Lucky Scoop videos. This is a very specific type of content that combines some really interesting aspects. I am not super knowledgeable about Lucky Scoop videos. I know what they are, I've seen them around, but I've never purposefully sat and watched them. So today's video is going to be me learning about Lucky Scoop content as we go, and figuring out what the heck is going on with this stuff in the process. Just recently, I posted 2 videos of me reacting to some random Lucky Scoop content on YouTube Shorts, and both of those videos that I posted got over 2 million views each. So I'm figuring that this whole Lucky Scoop thing is perhaps a bigger deal than I initially thought. So the first thing we need to discuss is what on earth is a Lucky Scoop video? Here's a general overview of the concept. So there are these small businesses, let's call them, where you can buy a lucky scoop of something, or they're sometimes known as mystery scoops. When this stuff was first becoming popular a few years ago, it was as simple as that. You would pay a small business for a lucky scoop of something, or multiple scoops of something. Usually makeup, so these businesses would have these big bins of like random mixed up makeup, and you would get a random scoop of it. And then the stuff that you got in the scoop would be sent to you. That was the whole like business model. It's a lucky dip, basically. The process of doing the Lucky Scoop would often be filmed and posted on social media, and to a lot of people, this is really quite addictive content to watch. It's kind of like Cocomelon for TikTok shopping addicts. So that was the original Lucky Scoop TikTok content. And you would see this on TikTok Live, especially with things like crystal scoops. Creators would go live and they would pack customers' orders on camera. With the introduction of TikTok Shop, people could then place orders with these businesses even easier right there on the TikTok app. And people were going crazy for these fun little gambling purchases. You have no idea what you're gonna get in your scoop, but you can pay for one and watch it happen on TikTok Live. These small businesses then use this like scooping and order packing content and live streams as marketing to get more orders, and people just love to see their orders being packed. I guess watching an online order getting picked out and packed isn't a usual part of like the online shopping process. So I feel like people really like this stuff because it turns the purchase into a bit more of an experience rather than just a purchase. But then everything changed. In 2023, TikTok stepped in and banned Lucky Scoop content. I know, right? This came as part of TikTok's crackdown on people using gambling content to make more sales on TikTok Shop. TikTok has an absolutely huge user base of young people. And with the introduction of TikTok Shop, which is basically a little bit like eBay or Etsy, I guess, for small businesses on TikTok, came lots of people making this kind of lucky draw content. TikTok obviously saw that this content was enticing people, including lots of young people, to spend money on something that's a bit of a gamble at the end of the day, and decided that enough is enough. So TikTok's new rules on gamification were introduced. I hate the word gamification. I used to work in like a very cool job, like woman in tech type stuff, that had a lot to do with like building apps and websites, virtual reality, all that kind of stuff. It was great. But everyone in that particular area of the industry was obsessed with the concept of gamifying stuff. And I am just so tired of that word. Anyway, gamify simply means turning something into a game. It's where you add aspects of like fun and entertainment to something to make it even more rewarding. A really great example of this is Duolingo. It's a language learning app, but they've added things like streaks and leagues to make it more fun. They've basically just turned language learning into a game, which all serves to incentivize you to keep using the Duolingo app. Another great example, Lucky Scoops. All you're doing is you're ordering makeup from a small online business. But by turning the whole thing into a Lucky Scoop, an exciting game of chance that you can sit and watch happen live on TikTok, these online businesses are gamifying that purchase. So in 2023, TikTok introduced a ban on gamified activities. This is from TikTok Shop's US gambling policy. Gamification refers to tactics that add an element of chance or randomness to the user's shopping experience, often to boost user engagement. You are prohibited from doing the following gamification activities: oyster openings, sweepstakes entries, lucky spin, wheel or draw, and Lucky Scoops. A disaster for the TikTok Shop Lucky Scoop community. I think these Lucky Scoop videos, amongst other types of chance-based content, were just a little too close to gambling for TikTok's liking. And where elements of gambling are involved, especially on a platform like TikTok where there are so many young people on the platform, that can't really be left unchecked. Like my Genshin Impact gacha game wishing addiction was left unchecked in 2022. So what did they do? Most Lucky Scoop businesses simply picked up their stuff and moved on over to Instagram. Instagram doesn't have its own shopping platform like TikTok has TikTok Shop, but these businesses just take their orders through their websites and post the Lucky Scoop content on Instagram Reels. Since then, Lucky Scoopers have had to get a little bit more creative with their content to stay ahead of the game, because eventually just doing a big scoop of random makeup out of a big bin gets a little old. So present day Lucky Scoop content looks a little something like this. I'm gonna use the example that I reacted to in my YouTube short videos. Pay attention now, because this is where things get a little crazy. So instead of simply getting a lucky scoop of something like we previously saw, we now have these videos where you get a lucky scoop of something like beads or charms. And for this specific creator's business, however many beads you get in your lucky scoop tell you how many of these surprise bags you get. Inside each bag is a bracelet that you receive, but sometimes there are also these extra charms. These charms correlate to an extra gift, for example, a mini mirror. So basically you get a bunch of bracelets and a bunch of extra gifts as well. In the first Lucky Scoop reaction video that I posted over on YouTube Shorts, the Lucky Scoop actually contained 9 mini mirrors. So my YouTube community and I are now a little traumatized by the mini mirror. But you see what I mean when I say Lucky Scoop content has now become even more complex with multiple elements of luck to it. All of this stuff, all of these extra chances to get extra things, gamify the experience even more. And on top of this, some Lucky Scoop businesses now charge extra to have your order packed in a video, because actually seeing this process done is all part of that exciting experience. There are all sorts of Lucky Scoop businesses out there selling all sorts of different things, literally hundreds, probably thousands of them. Makeup scoops, crystal scoops, jewelry scoops. If you can scoop it, they're probably selling it. Actually, a common one you might have seen is self-defense mystery scoops, which is the exact same concept. You pay for a lucky selection of items that can be used for self-defense, which all get put together in a video. So the caption on this video says, "Empower yourself with our Lucky Scoop customized self-defense kit, safety keychain set for women. Tag a friend who needs this empowering gift. Share your own self-defense story or tips in the comments below. Click the link in our bio to order and get 10% off your first purchase." Let's take a look. Alright, so here's our selection. And every single one of these little plastic balls has something in it. A comb knife? That's a whole knife. Was that a lipstick bag? Pom-pom, ooh, that'll keep me safe out on the streets of England. A taser. Carry around with you. And yeah, that's the whole premise of it. These self-defense scoops are a whole different box of frogs, really. This is a whole other rabbit hole. There is a lot of controversy, should we say, around this self-defense mystery scoop stuff, partially because the things that these people sell aren't always legal or practical or useful in actual self-defense situations. I've seen a lot of comments from people saying that it's a really awful thing to do to like prey on people's fear and need for self-defense in order to sell things that aren't actually useful just to make money. I don't feel like I know enough about this specific area of the Lucky Scoop community or the laws around carrying self-defense items to discuss this whole thing at this point. Maybe in the future I will take a proper look into it and we'll make an entire video on self-defense stuff. But there is another creator on YouTube called Bunni who has made multiple videos about these self-defense mystery scoop businesses. So if you want to hear more about the whole self-defense sellers situation, I would recommend checking out Bunni's videos and I will link them down in the description. So that's the general premise of Lucky Scoop content. And at this point you might be thinking, okay, but what's so wrong with that? Aside from the, you know, promoting gambling to children and selling things that aren't all that useful, there's a few things going wrong here. First off, let's talk about our favorite word, overconsumption. I've told you guys in previous videos how I actually don't like the word overconsumption because lots of people seem to misunderstand what it means, so let's use this phrase excessive consumption instead. Going back to the original makeup scoops, take a look at this.
Trellis ordered 1 deluxe lip gloss scoop with hand and 1 deluxe beauty scoop with hand. This is her first order and she's super lucky because she won our Dior Glow Lip Oil lip gloss. She got a few duplicates, so you know I had to swap those out so that she gets a full variety of lip gloss.
This is one order. A deluxe scoop with an extra handful. How many lip products do you think are in this order? From what I can count here, the ones that I can count on the surface, I'm guessing about 35. I also checked the website, by the way, and a deluxe scoop from this business currently costs about £60, which is about $80 US. So about 35 lip glosses for $80, which means each one of these lip glosses is costing you about $2.30. But the price isn't my point here just yet. My point is the 35 lip glosses. Who needs 35 lip glosses? Random lip glosses, no less. Let's say that you're someone who gets through like a lip gloss or a similar lip product every single month, which is a lot of lip gloss, in my opinion. You'd be getting through 12 lip glosses a year. This is 3 years worth of lip products right here. Purchasing 3 years worth of lip gloss in one go, in my opinion, that is excessive consumption. These Lucky Scoop videos promote the purchasing of huge amounts of random products in one go. There might be items in here that you don't want, or colors that just don't suit you, or even duplicates of the same type of lip product. Most Lucky Scoop businesses do have this rule where if you get duplicates or more than 2 of the exact same product, they will swap those products out for you. But take a look at this video that I saw earlier. So we've got an order of 1 sample lip gloss scoop. Alright, nice big scoop. Okay, looking good. It looks like a relatively decent selection, right? Right? But here's the thing. So you're getting a like very pale pink lip gloss, a pretty transparent looking red lip gloss, a clear lip gloss with weird balls in it, another clear lip gloss with some really chunky glitter in it, as in like the kind of glitter that I used to use in arts and crafts when I was like 6 years old. Then we've got another relatively clear looking lip gloss. I think that's technically a pink lip gloss, although maybe it's just the packaging that's making it look pink. But I'd be willing to bet that that like pinky looking lip gloss looks pretty much clear when you put it on. Another clear lip gloss with, again, like massively chunky glitter in it. And then lastly, another clear lip gloss. Bruh. So out of 7 lip glosses, I'm gonna say that these 5 are all just clear lip glosses. They look a little different in the packaging, but when these are on your lips, they're just gonna look clear. So in my eyes, this is basically as good as getting 5 duplicates of the same product. But the person running the store isn't gonna swap them out because they're technically not duplicates, because they're all different products. But you're basically getting 5 clear lip glosses. I guess the whole point is that you just get a load of random stuff. I mean, if there was something that you really wanted or needed, like a specific new lip gloss, surely you would just buy it so you're guaranteed to get one that you want, rather than just buying a random scoop. I feel like these scoops should be referred to as random scoops rather than lucky scoops because that's what they are, really. Let's take a look at a jewelry lucky scoop. So in this case, we're going back to that concept that I talked about before, where you get a lucky scoop of beads or charms, and that lucky scoop tells you how many bags you get, rather than just doing like a big scoop of random jewelry.
1 scoop of jewelry and 1 lucky scoop. 3. 1, 2, 3. Give 1 more. 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 8 in total.
So you're getting 8 pieces of random jewelry in a scoop that costs you $39.90. However, if you want the full lucky scoop experience and have your scoop done on camera and posted as a video, their website says you also have to pay for the order packaging video option, which is an additional $5. With shipping costs on top of that, you're probably looking at about $50 for this, which in my opinion is a lot of money for some random unbranded jewelry. Okay, maybe that one there has like some sort of brand, I guess. But for the most part, like what is this? You've got 3 rings, 2 pairs of earrings, which look very, very, very similar, a necklace and some random bracelet, which looks like one of those bracelets you get from like a water park or something. The shop's website says that in each scoop, you get more value than you pay for, but there is no way to tell if that is true. We have no idea where this jewelry is sourced from or what it's made from. Half of this stuff could be plastic. You never know. And if this jewelry arrives and it's bad quality or you're just unhappy with the selection you got, then that's too bad, because all of this business's lucky scoops are non-returnable and non-refundable. Again, I'm not like naming and shaming any of these shops in particular to like expose them or anything. That's not the point of this video. I am not like a drama YouTuber. I'm not here to like pick a fight with anyone. Businesses need to be profitable to stay afloat. Like, I get that. I am simply highlighting what you are getting for your money and perhaps the risks, the gamble you are taking with these lucky scoops. So let's take a quick look at some more of the stock that these businesses hold. So we've got day 11 of starting a scoop shop. This seems to be one of those scoop shops that just has a big mix of everything. So let's take a look.
Today we pack a 1 scoop order for Abby. She likes Kuromi. Her favorite colors are green and pink. Let's do 1 scoop first. 1 shiny playing cards.
Definitely very questionable, by the way, as to the official looking Sanrio merch that we got going on here.
1 Christmas winged up topi. I replaced it with a pink makeup pouch. 2 scene stickers. 2 cute puffy stickers. 1 pen. 1 fluffy headband.
Yeah, okay, I think we get the general idea. It's a lot of stuff, random stuff, I guess. Things like stationery, stickers, pens. I mean, that falls under stationery, so yeah. We're also seeing a lot of like official character merchandise, things like Sanrio. I'm pretty sure there are very strict rules on like creating and reselling unofficial Sanrio merch. So yeah, I mean, that's a little probably very much like not allowed. I know Sanrio rules in particular are very strict on making like Sanrio merchandise that isn't legit. So yeah, definitely lots of stuff going on here. So let's do the same as we did for the makeup prices. Let's see if we can find how much this stuff would cost to buy in bulk and see how much these sellers are paying for their stock. So let's have a look and see what we've got in this items tour video. So straight away, AliExpress, a 24 pack of mechanical character pencils, $38. That is $1.58 per item. We've got some Sanrio pens. Again, definitely a little questionable as to whether this is legit merchandise. $47 for 36. That's $1.30 per pen. Okay, we've got some blind boxes. I couldn't find these specific ones anywhere, but they're very clearly a super knockoff version of these blind boxes. These say Maltese on them. These say Maltus. Yeah, again, it's just not legit stuff. We've got some washi tape. I had a look on AliExpress and you can get packs of 50 to 60 of these for $7. Let's say you get 50 in a pack for $7. That is 14 cents per tape. Badges, again, you can buy these in bulk for literal pennies off any websites like AliExpress, Shein, Temu. Same with like little charms, little hair clips like these. Same with the pens. Slushy keychains. The star one right there in the middle, I found a 20 pack of those on AliExpress for $1.93. Even if we're going off the full price of $8.98, that is still 45 cents per keychain. We've got some Hello Kitty Apple pencil cases. I found the same ones on AliExpress for $5. What do we got here? Scrunchies. It's just all stuff that is so obviously bulk bought for cheap and then used for these lucky scoops. Here's another interesting one that I saw this morning. Mini purses.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lucky color. Green. Black. White. Yellow. Green.
So in every single one of these blind bags is a mini purse in this like strange acrylic Lego style case. I'm guessing these are like just for show. I can't imagine you would fit much in those, really. So like, what are they for? Yeah, I really don't know. They're just, I guess they're just to look at, I suppose. Anyway, the aim of the game in this lucky scoop is to find the lucky color in these little counters here. It says right there that the lucky color is green and they found a green counter, so I think that means they get like an extra bag.
Lucky color. Get one more. Green. So lucky. Lucky color. Give one more. Black. Black match. Give one more. Blue. Yellow. Yellow match. Give one more.
I have a feeling this video is going to be very long. I'm not going to make us sit here and watch the whole thing. I also really don't want to sit and watch the whole thing. But you get the idea. Like, what are these? What are they? Mini purses. Like, can you use them? Are they like real purses? Are they collectibles? Are they... yeah. No idea. But this is the kind of content that we've got going on over on Instagram at the minute. I feel like there are so many things that we still haven't discussed in this video, so as we did with the PR package video, I will probably make a part 2 in the future to talk some more about lucky scoops. But I do want to discuss the content aspect of this whole thing before we end. I am a content creator, as you can tell. I have been for 7 years. Content creation has also been part of my career outside of doing it just for myself, so I feel like I'm a bit of a content nerd, I guess. It's just genuinely like what interests me. And I gotta say, this lucky scoop stuff is a masterclass in content farming. So looking a little bit deeper into content creation itself, a great video is a video that keeps you watching until the very end. That's what works really well for algorithms on pretty much any platform. Because the longer the retention rate, which is how long somebody sits and watches your video for, the more engaging the video must be. Videos that are more engaging are classed as sort of like good videos, I guess, and are favored by the algorithm for this reason. My gift basket price calculation videos are a great example of this. A big reason why these videos do as well as they do is because people will watch to the very end of the video to see what the price total is. Even if the video is over a minute long. These Lucky Scoop videos are the exact same thing. People will stay and watch through the entire video just to see the extent of what the customer gets in their Lucky Scoop. I feel like the good Lucky Scoopers also tap into the ASMR vibe, which is of course very, very popular, using sounds like tapping on the products or like the bead mixing noises or the crunchy packaging, all to keep viewers hooked. These videos are also very visually addictive to watch. Everything is very aesthetic and things are always moving, you know, shapes and colors type stuff. These videos are also usually quite fast-paced to keep your attention, and on top of that they also utilize super sneaky rage bait tactics too, which I actually got caught out by the other day.
New beauty sponge.
New beauty sponge, but she put 3 in. Okay. I was genuinely confused. I was like, surely it's not profitable for this business if they're giving out more than what the person is owed. Especially when the whole thing is about the look of getting extras. Why just randomly add extras as you go anyway? Unless you're just doing it to like look generous, I suppose? And then somebody commented, by the way, she did that so people will comment, but that's 3, not 2. And I was like, oh, of course. I should have known. It is classic comment baiting. How did I fall for that? These Lucky Scoop creators will purposefully get things wrong or add extras just so people will comment pointing it out. Here's another example of one of these creators just straight up getting something wrong for the sake of it.
9 building blocks.
Naming one item and picking up something different, obviously people are gonna comment, hey, you got that wrong. This is engagement farming, plain and simple. This is where creators will do things to get even more comments, even if those comments are negative. Purely because, similarly to the retention rate thing, the more comments that your video gets, the more that it's classed as engaging by social media algorithms. Therefore, the video gets pushed out more and shown to more people. And this is exactly what these Lucky Scoopers want, because these videos are great marketing for the Lucky Scoop shops. People see these videos and they want to buy a Lucky Scoop. They'll even pay extra to have the video out there, I guess, as part of the whole experience. And maybe perhaps because people want the proof that it was indeed like a random lucky selection. But also, if you're posting content on a monetized platform, these business owners can straight up earn money from getting high views on their videos. I wouldn't be surprised if they straight up made videos of fake orders just for the content. There is nothing stopping them from doing that. So yeah, all in all, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I feel like this was kind of a surface level discussion of Lucky Scoop videos. I'm sure I will make a part 2 in the future where we can perhaps react to even more of these small businesses. But I hope you found this interesting and you now feel like you know a little bit more about this very interesting corner of the internet and are perhaps a little bit more wary of the ways in which content like this can be a little predatory by combining aspects of gambling, overconsuming, bulk buying and reselling, all of that fun stuff. As with all of my videos, I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to tell you what I think and perhaps give you some different thoughts and perspectives to the ones you might normally see on social media. At the end of the day, all I want you guys to do is to keep thinking, keep learning, and remember,
Mini mirror.
don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this one. I post a new video every single Saturday and a new YouTube short every single day. I take this YouTube thing very seriously. You guys know I love reading your comments, so comment away and I will be responding to as many of them as I can. If you're looking for something else to watch next, I have a wide selection of videos just like this one. Perhaps you fancy a video all about influencer PR packages or maybe even the viral TikTok dumplings. Yeah, I know that sounds great, right? Check them out on my channel, hit that subscribe button and hype button if you're on mobile, and I will see you next time.